Take a look.
The Fun List on Ozarks Live is sponsored by LaTour Asset Management.
Tom, isn't it so much more fun to read a book, like a real book from a library, than read one here?
Any day of the week.
You know what else you can do at the library? You ever take time to look up your genealogy?
No, I've never really had the time or place.
You know, it's a great place to start it at the library, and you can do it for free.
Yeah?
Yeah?
You know, I know there's a lot of things that you can do for free, but it's always a good idea to have a library card.
You gotta have one.
Yeah, I have to get one. I'm gonna do that now.
Well, then by all means.
I'm gonna do that. I wanna go get my library card.
Okay, you go. I'll meet you back here.
Okay.
We have tons of resources here at the Springfield Greene County Library. So here at the Library Center is where our local history collection is housed. We have a ton of great in-person resources. So we have these William King Hall newspaper indexes, which are basically the Springfield newspaper for every year index. They cover births, marriages, deaths, divorces. We also have a lot of county microfilm from other counties around Missouri. So if your family isn't from Greene County, then you can search those newspapers here. We have a library edition of Ancestry.com. On there you can find census records, you can find World War I, World War II draft registration cards, you can find death certificates, births, marriages, and genealogy is just sort of a never-ending journey, right? Like, every answer that you find kind of poses more questions, but that's part of the fun, is the discovery and, you know, breaking those brick walls and figuring out those mysteries. A lot of interest to me is connection. What is your connection to it? So telling those family stories, finding those family stories, having images to look at, right? Because I feel like kids are very visual. That's a great way to get them interested in history, because you tell the story about the person who they have the connection to, and then you can kind of tell the story about the time frame in which they were living. So I usually find if you can connect a human story to it, then history becomes much more interesting.
I haven't had one for years. Can I get a library card?
You can get a library card.
See, this is a really important way to start this whole thing out. Get yourself a library card. What I owe you?
Oh no, that's just part of the benefits for being a member of Greene County.
This is a good thing.
Yes.
Look at that. I got me a new library card. You should get one too.
Okay, look what I found. Turton Thomas. So now, Conrad, how do we figure this out?
Yeah, so what is the date that it says?
9/29/77.
Okay, so we would grab the 1977 book.
Right here.
Which will be here. And then what's the date?
9/29, September 29.
So you kind of have to decide which book it's going to fall into.
This is the part where Tom,
I
we
hope
learned
it's not the Great Marshmallow Incident.
Tom did something terrible.
Okay.
So much of this you can access from home with your Springfield Greene County Library card. Another reason to get your library card. You can't get everything on Ancestry here at the library, but you can get a lot. For example, I already started a family tree online. Let me show you something real quick. Right here, this Leslie Baker, she's my cousin, okay? Let me show you this. Here we are in Branson. That's Leslie. We had dinner together. See, you're gonna meet people you never knew existed. It's really fun.
You know, Joy, when we were talking about doing something for the fun list, my first thought wasn't the library.
Right, I know, but it's so
I was
fun.
wrong. Yes, it is.
It is, and you know what? This has renewed my interest in Ancestry. I found another cousin. I'm gonna keep digging into this. It's cool, isn't it?
It really is. And you know what the best part is? I got a library card for free, and that's cool.
And I have my library card number memorized. Nerdish, but cool.
Okay, check this one off the fun list.
Cha-ching.
The Fun List on Ozarks Live was sponsored by LaTour Asset Management.